A Vancouver-based tech firm has developed a set of earbuds that its founder hopes offer a far simpler and accessible way to operate technology. They're called Naqi earbuds, and they use tiny sensors to pick up the smallest of movements in your head and jaw. These are turned into electronic signals that can then be used to control devices through a Bluetooth connection. The man behind it is Dave Segal. He's an American inventor and tech entrepreneur. He spent a long time researching brain implants and ways to control tech with one's mind, but then he came up with this set of earbuds as a simpler, non-invasive, accessible controller. Naqi earbuds have been named one of this year's best inventions by Time magazine. David told us more about how it works.
How this works is the earbud goes inside your ear and would function like any other smart earbuds that you'd buy off the shelf. However, they're always scanning for that unique primer that tells the earbuds that the user wants to do something. So just with a gentle flex of your jaw, we're using those signals to switch between modes. One mode might be adjust the chair height. Another mode might be wheelchair drive control. So the user would flex his or her jaw. They'd look at the display and it'd say either chair height, chair angle, drive control. And let's just say it's in drive control. From there, just with a very, very subtle nod down, it's almost like hitting the gas. It's the go signal for the wheelchair. And then from there, the wheelchair will just turn wherever you're looking. If at any time you want to stop, you just kind of pull your head back against the wheelchair seat and it just promptly brings you to a stop.
Now, you had this tested, didn't you, by the former Vancouver Mayor, Sam Sullivan. Tell me about that.
Yes, what a phenomenal gentleman. And this is a gentleman that has spent the larger part of his life in a wheelchair as a quadriplegic due to a skiing accident. When he first heard of Naqi, he couldn't wait to try it out. And we met up with him at his home in Vancouver. And that was the very first time he'd ever had a chance to use the wheelchair. And his reaction was, it was almost, my throat tightens up even hearing it because sometimes I'm not used to these reactions. Is he said, I've been waiting for something like this my entire life. And there's no words. It's hard to put into words how important it is to hear those words come out of Sam's mouth. And just the sound of hope creates such enormous drive for me. It's hard to put into words.
David Segal, and we spoke to Sam Sullivan about his experience using Naqi earbuds.
Well, it's really meant to enable people like me to access the whole world, really. It's a superpower in a way that I will be able to control many, many aspects of my environment. You know, it's not just controlling your chair, it's now controlling your computer, turn your lights off and on, turn your heat up and down. Each layer that you get into has a different set of controls for different parts of your life.
So when you tested these for the first time, what was that process like?
Well, I had very little training. You know, it was just throw me in the chair and get the earbud in and then start moving my head around. And it was amazing. I was able to completely control my chair right away, which was surprising. I said, look, Mom, no hands. So I was just doing wheelies around my lobby, just exploring, you know, sort of like some a newborn horse, you know, but galloping around, just experiencing all of these new feelings. I thought, let's go for a walk, you know. Having these technological breakthroughs and having the opportunity to participate in life will make it possible for so many people with disabilities to just live their best life. So it's a great liberating moment, this Naqi.
And Sam, how does it feel to know that there are people out there like Dave Segal who are dedicating their lives and their careers to this field of making this kind of technology?
Oh, it's like a miracle. Like, where'd this guy come from? So many challenges that we have, and this guy drops out of the sky. Wow, how lucky I am, and how lucky we all are to have people like him that are willing to really throw their significant abilities behind solving problems for us. If, you know, it's measuring the relief of all of this bondage, you know, that you're in when you can't move, you know, to be able to help someone throw off these kind of shackles and do things that they never imagined they could do. That's truly is a very wonderful thing.
Former Vancouver Mayor and Naqi Earbuds tester Sam Sullivan.